how was your preparation for this film and how was it similar or different from your previous roles before?
Um, Siyempre kitang-kita naman yung difference eh. First time ko lang talaga makalbo ng ganun. Oo. And siguro yung similarities naman, before nagko-comedy naman na talaga ako eh. So, andun na yung charm ng character talaga. Pero, ayun, ang hirap ng prosthetics na yun ha. Ang tagal siya ikabit. Oo.
Ilang oras?
Mainit. Mga 2 hours din siya ikabit.
Wow.
Ang problema mo, pag ongoing kayo ng shoot, paggabi na, medyo makati na talaga siya, mainit. So, nababakla siya minsan, kailangan ikabit ulit, irido namin ulit. Pero, ayun, saya, na-enjoy ko naman siya yung process ng lahat ng buong, habang ginagawa namin yung project. So, nakakatuwa, and grateful ako na naging kalbo ako.
Oh yes, grateful siya na wala na siyang buhok. Pero Anthony, you did a good job. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ate Nika. Ito naman, this is for Direct Lester from Ate Nika as well. Okay, Direct Lester, working again with Anthony for this project, what have you observed and discovered about him? And how much has changed since your last work together?
Actually, this concept came about first nung present nung Gigil yung storyboard. We didn't have any actor in mind yet. Actually, dapat ano lang siya, a usual commercial model, like a usual process. Pero nung nakita ko yung craziness, saka absurdness nung concept, sabi ko, walang ibang makakagawa nito kung hindi si Anthony. And nakita niyo naman how well he performed in the whole brand film. So yun yung ano ko, I really believe in this guy, and he's as a good actor, as a good comedian, and his overall talent. Talagang he's a generational talent.
Thank you so much, Direk. Ito naman, this one is for Direk Sid, still from Nika Sabio of Push ABS-CBN. So Direk Sid, how was working for this project different from your previous films or series before?
Oh, okay. Well, obviously, I think it's the time. Because I mean, traditionally, like what Direct Lester said, it's normally a 30 seconds away timeline. So this one we tried to push it to a longer format, which is very alien to me because I want to tell stories in very concise medium, which is 30 seconds normally. I've been doing this for 25 years as a brand film director, a TVC director. So this one is something fresh and something very new, and because I'm working with a good friend and a colleague, and working with him and the whole team, and working with something new in the process of the company, was very exciting, but at the same time it's very naka-pressure din. Yeah, going back, natawa ako nung time na when Lester called me and he said, "Bro, perfect dito si Anthony." Sabi ko, mismo, sakto to. Sakto. So we were very excited that nag-click ka agad. And I couldn't even think of anyone to do a better job than Anthony for this role. So yeah, I think everything just clicked, everything just flowed well. That's it.
Thanks, Direk Sid. For Sir Luigi, still from Nika Sabio, of course, for the brand, we want to know for the brand's point of view, please share your experience and learnings while doing this. May mga challenges po ba or ano po ba yung mga natutunan nyo from this project?
Hello. So from this project, since I'm part of the operation team, so my brother Lance Pimentel is the one who is closely working with the marketing team. But on our side, in the operation, siyempre, ayaw naman namin na yung marketing namin o yung commercial namin mag-over-deliver, tapos yung operation namin mag-underperform. So, ever since before, we try to make sure na consistent yung pag-serve namin ng pagkain, yung oras, mabilis pa din. Kasi ina-anticipate namin talaga na pag-release na itong commercial, and after we introduce Anthony Jennings, our endorser, we're expecting na more people will be interested dining in QQ Ramen. So for us, same principle, to always make sure that our operation is efficient and very fast and deliver the same quality food to our customers. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sir Luigi, and thank you as well to Ate Nika Sabio of Push ABS-CBN for your questions. Next up, we have questions here from Mark Ching of Pep.ph. Okay, for Anthony, ano ang favorite ramen flavor mo and paano mo i-relate sa isang bahagi ng buhay mo ang pinaka-memorable sa'yo ngayon? Yung favorite ramen flavor mo?
Okay, hirap na tanong mo ah. Siguro, ako kasi parang paborito ko naman lahat ng flavors ng ramen eh. Pero, syempre, parang para sa akin, mas gusto ko yung maanghang. Lahat maanghang. Parang sa buhay din natin, di ba? Kahit anong pinagdadaanan natin. Napupunta pa rin tayo sa situations na, di ba, may anghang pa din, may drama, may ups and downs. And I think, ayun, parang yun yung, ganun din ako sa buhay ko. Di ba? Parang, may excitement pa rin, di ba? Doon pa rin lahat ano ba, basta doon lahat. So, kabuhan, like parang ako, kailangan ko pa rin ng spice sa buhay ko, di ba? Ayun po. So, lahat ng ramen paborito ko naman, basta maanghang lang, yun, importante.
Diba? At may thrill dapat sa
May thrill,
life.
yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much, Anthony, and thank you so much to Mark Ching of Pep.ph. Next naman for Direct Lester. This one is from Tim De Leon of Cinema One. So, Direk, as both filmmaker and entrepreneur, how do you balance storytelling and the branding in this film?
Ever since we started our entrepreneurial journey, natutunan ko along the way na mas nagiging interesado ang tao, hindi lang sa produkto, kung hindi yung story behind it. Kasi along the way, when we talk to people, when we talk to some media personalities, laging tinatanong hindi lang yung tungkol sa produkto. Tinatanong, paano mo nabuo yan? Anong kwento tungkol dyan? So tuwing kinikwento ko yun, nai-interest sila. So na-realize ko, hindi lang pala dapat, importanteng masarap talaga yung produkto. That's the most important thing. Masarap at sulit yung produkto. Pero pangalawa doon, yung anong kwento behind the brand, behind the product, anong nangyari. And it would create more interest if there's a very good story behind it. Or there's a story behind it na maikukwento mo sa tao.
Thank you so much, Direct Lester. Maraming salamat. And here naman, we have here for Direct Sid. Okay, this one is from Orange Magazine. Okay, Direct Sid, you are celebrated for your incredibly sleek and aesthetic commercials. And Anthony Jennings, on the other hand, is known for being very raw and authentic. How do you blend these two styles to create the feel for the QQ Ramen film?
Oh, okay. Well, that's an interesting question. But I think there's so many moving parts kasi in every project and production. I mean, at the end of the day, it's about working with a talent like Anthony, working with a lot of people on the set and managing everything. And at the same time, I'm not just a storyteller, I'm also a salesman. Since as a brand film director, I also need to sell. So ultimately naman, it's not a selfish endeavor. At the end of the day, we are selling a product, but how do we sell it the most creative way possible? So it's really about collaboration between the management, Direct Lester, with Anthony, with the marketing team of BFG, and also my production team and the agency. So it's really just, basically for me, it's like just managing creative expectations and also managing my expectations as well. And so with the actor and our clients. Kasi parang we really went by the book and tried to merge everything. It's all about collaboration. There will always be compromises in work. You know, one thing that I noticed, like especially for a 30-second commercial, how difficult could that be to sell a product and to tell a story in 30 seconds? So that alone is also already a challenge. So, I mean, if you expand it, yes, you have more real estate in terms of time to tell a story, but we still want to, again, hit those objectives. No? To represent Anthony the best way possible, not to deviate from what he's known for, which is comedy, and at the same time try to sell the ramen, and the objective meaning is that kahit ang dami ng problema, alam mo at the end of the day, merong papawi ng pagod mo, which is the ramen, which is a comfort food.